challenge that discussion. And
Okay.
today we'll be taking quick questions from the community. Um, and for our new members, or for those that are joining us for the first time, Challenges application is a decentralized application that you can use to create challenges. You can use to create and receive challenges. On creating a challenge, all you have to do is put a bounty for that challenge, and watch real people take advantage of that particular challenge. And when they do, you get to reward them, whatever that you want to reward them.
Okay.
Right now, we have some tokens listed on our application. We have EOS, we have Telos, we have GMT, we have EMT rather. We have uh, some other tokens that you can look out for. Anyone that you're comfortable with, you can make challenges with them. So we are running on two blockchains right now. We're running on both EOS blockchain and the Telos blockchain. So we are looking to put more Telos tokens. Those tokens are on the Telos blockchain application, so that our Telos users will be able to make use of their favorite token, making challenges. So we have the co-founder of the challenges application here, Chess Camp, and my name is Wilfred Patrick, and I'm the challenge master for challenges application. First person to ever make a challenge in challenges application. So we are here to take your questions. Over to you, Chase.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, another edition of the ChallengeDac AMA. So for those of you guys who've been following the project, this is a time that we try to do this once a week. We might change time, and but this is a time that we can just sometimes we get hecklers in here with these open, these are open to the community, so anyone can join these. So sometimes we get hecklers who just mess around. So I think I had to throw out a couple people, and I might actually throw out people that weren't really doing anything wrong. I just thought, because sometimes they'll put up like some stuff on the screen real fast, and it will screw up the call, because we try to put these on YouTube. But anyways, ChallengeDac, we're a decentralized project, like you said, Willow, open to the community, and we let people publish and in decentralized challenges. So that's what we do. And if we have any questions, if we have any users, I know we had some users on the call before we started telling us that we had some issues with the people not being able to use pictures. Is there any way?
I was actually out here to pick up the cupcakes and then go back home.
Yeah, so if that same user's on here, what was the name? Who was telling us about the issue that we had with the uploading pictures?
If you have any question, just unmute your mic and say something. If you have any question.
Yeah, and
okay, so we have a donation for Pomelo grants ending tomorrow, 23rd.
Yeah.
And so if you are yet to support your favorite project, it is the ChallengeDac. Do well to support the ChallengeDac on Pomelo. We have about 2 grants running on Pomelo right now, and you can support with 1 year, 2 years. This is how you should support for a project that you love.
And chime in there, and I got some bad news. So Daniel, the person that was in charge to run the Pomelo grants, they actually got to yeah, I think that's it. We got a heckler. Have you guys been hearing that noise with a yeah, so I think that was a heckler. But anyways, yeah, and then sometimes I end up removing people who probably weren't even really, it's just we got to find a better way. Maybe we got to, we like to make these calls open to the community, open to anybody, but we might have to do a little bit of a vetting beforehand. But
I think we'll be looking at Twitter Spaces, making use of Twitter Space. So that would be great. And once you have a Twitter space like this, your friends see that you have a Twitter space, they can hop in, So this Twitter space, we have to, pre-inform them about this, since all community members know that we normally hold our calls on Zoom. So for Twitter, I don't know when we're starting, probably from next month, we'll be having Twitter spaces. And that's very easy to join. Just download Twitter, get the latest version of Twitter, and you are set to go. So I think we should try that, Chase.
I think that would be good for us. I mean, it's I was outside here and it started raining, so I'm actually gonna go back inside. But yeah, it's I heard where people were saying that the Twitter space was you could reach more people doing Twitter space. So that's something that we should look into. I mean, before this, I don't know how long we've been using Zoom for, like maybe 2 months, not that long. Before that, we used Facebook. And I can't remember why we stopped using Facebook. Maybe we're having a hard time recording it, or we're getting limits on how many people our Facebook calls usually worked pretty good, but for whatever reason, we switched to Zoom, maybe because we had like a max audience number issue. But yeah, maybe we should look into switching over to Twitter space. And that could be better to have a call.
Yeah. You're about saying something about Pomelo,
Yeah, so it's we got some bad news. So the person that runs the guy by the name Daniel, he got back to us and he said that, and I'll pull that up on the screen, our Pomelo grants here. And he said that they had to disqualify us because we were paying or we were giving out rewards for people to participate in challenges. So so here's our, and that's really bad for us because we've been spending putting time and effort into these grants for like a whole month now. We've been having videos and content. We made so much content, all these videos, and they said that they had to disqualify us because we did a quid pro quo. And he sent me over a screenshot of my challenge. It was my challenge that I made. So, and it was where I was giving out 3 EOS for people to share proof that they had, or share that they, if they had contributed. So I said anybody who had contributed to the EOS, the ChallengeDac grant, like a couple EOS if they shared it on Twitter. And this is a quid pro quo, and we have to disqualify the ChallengeDac grants. And so that was a real disappointment. So I asked to call him, so maybe I can talk to him over the call, but it's not good for us. I mean, and not so much the money thing. We were maybe expecting a few $1,000s, which is not going to get us a whole lot of places. I mean, for the amount that we were getting on here, it was not going to be enough to get the work done that were proposed. So maybe for us, it's better to focus on some other grant avenue. So it looks like they have a grant framework here, the ENF, the EOS Foundation does, with different grant levels. And this can be for profit, or it doesn't have to be a public good. So originally when we applied for Pomelo, I tried to submit an application for ChallengeDac as a whole, the whole application, but the same Daniel who was running it also said that was not ChallengeDac. It wasn't a public good because we had tokens, and since we had tokens, it was excludable, and for a public it has to be non-excludable, and therefore we couldn't submit ChallengeDac as a whole. But then he said that doesn't mean you guys can't take little pieces of your code and do a grant for that code. So that's what we ended up doing, and we did that, and then our pretty much what we do is give out cryptocurrency for doing different things. So we didn't think it was a big issue to just give out reward. I mean, we gave out rewards for people to retweet things, and we gave out people, so we thought this was just a way to help promote Pomelo and help promote our grants too. But it wasn't anything that we were trying to do to game the system. I explained that. I said, we're trying to play in the rules. It's just, and he said it was a cool idea what we were doing, but I mean, I don't know if they have really strict compliance right now or what, but that's why I'm trying to talk to them, because it's not good for us.
Good evening, Chase.
How's it going? Yeah, how's it going, Anthony?
That's really saddening, and it's really bad.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of efforts you are put in, it's really bad. But you have a good case, because actually a lot of people don't know about Pomelo. A lot of people try to reach out to have never heard about Pomelo, and they don't know how Pomelo works. So what we were doing was not really only about Challenge US. It was also getting more people to know about Challenge, also getting more people to know about Pomelo grants and what it's all about. So you could really talk to him using the point that it wasn't really about promoting our community or our application. It was more of promoting Pomelo and letting people. Definitely, if you are promoting Pomelo, you also be promoting for your best interest. You cannot. Bywire did the same thing. I saw where Bywire posted a news about Pomelo grants and asking people to support Bywire. EOS upvotes. I think EOS upvote bots or something like that did the same thing, telling people. They tweeted something about people also donating to EOS. I personally also donated to EOS upvote. I mean EOS power upvotes, and EOS Bees also made a tweet about donating or seeking assistance from Pomelo grants. So it wasn't just us. A lot of projects made tweets about Pomelo grants, asking people to support them on Pomelo grants. So what you did wasn't completely out of the window. If other projects were also doing it, if we disqualify, then they should look at disqualifying every other project that did it, because a lot of projects also ask people to support them on Pomelo grants.
Yeah. So
well, I think in my opinion, those projects you're talking about, Anthony, I think those projects, they are basically promoting their grant, just promotion. I don't think they are putting a bounty on anybody that supports them. I think that is a mistake we made, So it's okay for you to make a tweet or people to support you. It's okay for you to make an article why you think people should support your project. But I don't think it's okay for you to place a bounty on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get your point, but our application is basically just about giving out rewards for people conducting tasks. That's what our application is all about, giving out rewards for people completing tasks. It doesn't matter how huge or how small the task is.
Yes.
So they should also start it from that point of view. Before you create a challenge on Challenge US, you have to put a reward on it, no matter how small. Whether it's just an announcement you want to make, you have to put a reward on it. That's how our app works. So you just have to let him understand if you ever get on a call with him.
Yeah, I'll explain that. We messaged back and forth, and originally he sent me the screenshot of my challenge, and I said if you had already contributed to the ChallengeDac grant account or one of our, because at that point we already had people contributed, and we were on calls, and we explained this on calls too, that I think he originally what he did is he asked me if I knew what a quid pro quo is, or
hello.
And how's it going?
I'm good. I'm good. It seems you guys were actually talking about me, right? Yeah. It's as I was saying the other time, it's not as if I was much more concerned about that particular challenge, but I've done some few, like close to 5. You understand? And I haven't gotten anything for it. And I was like, wondering, is there something I am not doing right, or it might be an oversight? You understand? That was the reason why I was asking for clarification. I would love to do more tasks, you understand? Do more challenge. So that the challenge that community can grow. You understand? Because I'm also in the Discord server also. You understand? So I was like wondering, why haven't I got mine? Others have gotten theirs. Even those I posted earlier before gotten theirs. So I wanted to know if it's an oversight or something I'm not doing wrong. So that's just the main thing. I
Yeah.
would love to do more tasks.
Yeah. We'll what I can do is after or on the call or whatever, so you're on our Discord, so we'll get
Yes.
message me on Discord or message someone on the team on Discord and let us know what your account name is. And it sounds like you're saying that your rewards, you're participating in tasks, and then sometimes you're not getting rewards for those tasks. So
yes,
one thing that might you might try doing is logging out of the application, logging back in. Sometimes that refreshes the the feed, and then it just it's just a refresh thing. But then other times it can take longer. So, but we can take a look at it. I mean, we've had that issue before, but just send us your account name. We'll look into it. And the good thing about us, everything happening on the blockchain is even we'll be able to see it. So if you really did, if you all your balances, all the rewards there, and it's just
yeah, it's there. If you guys can check my balance, you can see like I haven't received anything like for some time. If you say I should log out, then log in again. You understand? I can. It's not an issue again. But I just love the way I just want to like get the feedbacks. That to say it.
Yeah, we'll look into it and we'll get you said you're on Discord, right?
Yes, I'm on the Discord.
Okay,
yes,
so reach out
on the challenge.
Okay, so if you're on the ChallengeDac Discord, reach out to somebody on there and we'll take a look at your account name and figure out what's going on. Okay. If it's a big issue that other.
All right, I guess we either speak to C Mills about it. He's my friend also.
Okay, great.
Yeah, let him speak to him.
Give him your account name and we'll take it, figure out what's going on and get it resolved. But thanks for giving us letting us know. I mean, that's why I think we were talking about this before, and before the call recording is it's nice for us to get feedback from our users during these calls, so then we can know what's going on. Because chances are, if it's affecting you, then it's probably affecting a couple dozen other users who aren't on the call right now. So thanks for letting us know. Prosper, you want to say something? You have your hand up, but yeah, this is just open forum.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, I'm also here to complain concerning the ChallengeDac, the rewarding aspect of it. So many persons are actually complaining because some of them are not even encouraged to take on tasks anymore. Mostly CityMiss tax, because he hardly rewards when he gives a particular tax and people indulge in it. We don't get rewards for it. So many persons actually asked why, and nothing has been done.
Well, yeah, we got to ask City Mills what's going on. I mean, that's it sounds like he's making. I mean, it's it's a peer, we have a ranking system. So City Mills, I mean, he's part of the team, and you know, you want to honor the challenge, and anytime people do the task, we want to pay out for that. And so maybe, you know, he hasn't got around to it, but we'll talk to him and we'll take a look at that. And then there's a ranking system too. I mean, if people aren't paying out on the challenge, you can give them a bad rating. As we grow, as we get more users on here, there are going to be people who probably will ask people to do challenges and offer rewards, but not pay out for them. And if that happens, it's important to give them a 1 star so other people in the community know who's trustworthy and who's not trustworthy. Because there is a possibility that when you do a task, somebody may not pay out for that. But if that happens, if someone's regularly doing it, it's one thing if time ran out or it was close or there was just some miscommunication or whatever. But if someone's intentionally not giving out rewards for tasks, then that person needs to get a bad rating, and other people need to not participate in their challenges. So there's a reputation system. But City Mills, he's close with the project, so we'll see what's going on. I mean, we want to make sure that everybody who does the challenge gets rewarded.
All right.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, and then we went on. So yeah, we'll take. And then Prosper, if you want to give us send over one of the team members your account, then we'll take a look at your account too. And if there's a few challenges that you didn't get rewarded on that you thought you should have, let us know what they are, and I'll take a look into it. And yeah, and we'll see what's going on there. And yeah, and like we were saying before that, I think we were talking about Pomelo. It was, I mean, the conversation I had with the Daniel who runs the Pomelo was basically like, you know, that was our intention too. It was to help grow Pomelo. And the challenge was to only give crypto to people who
have participated, right?
Who have art. Not, yeah, we didn't, my intention or the intention of us, I think we talked about this on calls too, and told the community, gave them a heads up about it too, was that we're only giving out rewards we're giving out rewards for people to retweet their contributions. So we're not giving them a reward for them contributing, but we're giving them a reward for them tweeting out their contribution. And I explained that if we thought that this was if people posted their contributions on Twitter and tagged Pomelo and tagged us, this would help gain awareness for the whole thing and help help Pomelo get more users, and then also help ChallengeDac get more contributors. But it was going to help both parties out. And he said, you know, it was a great idea, but it just violates their quid pro quo. So that's why I have asked to have a call with him and to hopefully get some clarity on that, because, you know, at what point, I mean, are you okay? I mean, like you mentioned other projects, they were tweeting out people to contribute, they were asking for contributions. So is it okay, you know, at what point do you get disqualified? And that just throws us a huge curveball, because we've been putting time and money and effort into these grants and learning the process. And this is time that we could have used doing other things. But we invested it in Pomelo in the process. And, you know, so it's, yeah, it's not good for us. We could have been doing other things that would have been more productive for the project. But yeah, and then he mentioned that we could apply in season 3, but, you know, you don't even know if it's worth the time and effort to go through all this process, and then at the very end, you know, to have
you get disqualified.
Yeah, to get disqualified at the very end. I mean, it's like, you know, we're you know, we have a big team. We have people that we're trying to gain more users, and our time and our attention, our resources are very scarce. We have scarce time, we have scarce resources, and when we're investing them into things, then you know, that's time away from other things that we could be doing. There's so many things that we could be doing. I mean, we need to work on Telos. I mean, we haven't been devoting much time into Telos proposals or into exchange listings.
In the P token stuff we were talking about.
Yeah. So if Pomelo says they want to be a crowdfunding system and help development on EOS, and we somehow make a challenge and we use our technology to make a challenge that disqualifies us, then that, you know, defeats the whole purpose, you know, and especially when on Pomelo, a lot of the Pomelo grants are for things that don't even exist yet, and they haven't even been built. I mean, ChallengeDac has been built, our systems have been tested. We have users, the whole 9 yards, and you know, so you would think the point of something like Pomelo would be to get resources into something like a project like ours. Hands, we're generating activity, and we're providing clarification, figure out something.
I think you should make those points. You should make those points to him when you make that call, and if at least he's going to like punish us for trying to breach their contract, there could be a punishment like a deduction by some few $100, but say to disqualify the entire efforts. I think that would be too harsh.
Yeah, that would be.
You are not like making a challenge or saying, if you want to donate, I'll give you tokens, or these are the tokens you use and donate on for us. You were like, if you have already, you were like showing appreciation. So maybe the mistake you made was you would have shown the appreciation at the end after the Pomelo grant has closed. So it's a lesson learned, and then you could just tell him that you were like appreciating your community members for supporting the project, not really giving them tokens to support the project.
Yeah, it gets. I mean, it just gets tricky with us because that's giving out tokens is our whole. That's like almost our use case. I mean, giving out tokens, so we're constantly giving out. And he said that, he told me that the one where we gave out, I think the challenge was to tweet out. I said if you had already contributed to the ChallengeDac Pomelo grants, send out a screenshot or show that you had contributed and send your contribution on Twitter. And I think they even have links where you can show your contribution or whatever. So I thought that those people who had already contributed, if they took and they put out those links and on Twitter or whatever, that would gain more activity and that would get more people involved. But I didn't think it was going to be any grounds for disqualification. But I don't know if they have compliance that's very that are very strict with them. Yeah, so it's tricky for us because that's pretty much what we do with all. You know, that's almost how we. You know, that's what our main use case is. Getting people to do activities and giving them crypto rewards for it. He said our other challenges were okay, like giving out crypto for retweets and stuff was fine, but he said that crossed the line into quid pro quo. Now, yeah, it's not. I'm not happy about it. It's definitely, you know, we can't afford to go on wild goose chases as a project and go on, our time and resources are too scarce. So hopefully we can talk to them or someone from the foundation and explain and just give let them explain, or we can explain things from our end, because
they need to actually get our own points of view.
Yeah, get our point of view. And I mean, if their intention is to have this thing be something that can help projects get capital to grow and get resources to grow, and then we're spending time and resources and capital investing into the process, doing the applications, gaining awareness about it, using our time and resources to gain awareness. I mean, we made artwork and different graphics with not just the ChallengeDac logo, but the Pomelo logo too. And we're growing, we help grow their platform and their idea by our retweets and by all the different things that we did.
Of course.
And, you know, I think the grants were only for we had only raised a couple $1,000s, not a whole lot of money we had raised. We probably spent more than that just promoting it and gaining awareness about it. So yeah, it doesn't feel right.
So I think we've been going for about 30 minutes right now. So please, if you have any questions, or complaints, please use the time to share.
Yeah. It's yeah. If anyone has, I know we got a couple of different issues that we got to take care of that we will look into, and but if anyone has anything else, let us know. If not, we can end this week's call, and then we'll see you guys next week.
So if you join the call, just do well to keep a proof that you joined this call, and you're gonna be given 25 KCHL for participating.
Okay. All right. Okay. Chase.
Screenshot.
Chase.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
I thought you said you kind of sent something to me, but honestly, I've not checked it. So I want to know, have you sent it or not? You said something to me online. It was quite private.
I sent you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you reached out to me about the rewards not coming through, right? Was that?
Yeah. And you said you sent it.
Okay, yeah, because this is an issue that happens to other people too. So now that I know that's you, I'll take a look at. I think you already sent me your account name and sent me your account details. So
Yes, I'll send you a screenshot of my account. It's me.
Okay, yeah, actually, I was. I thought it went through, and what I'm gonna actually have to do with your account is I'm actually gonna look on the blockchain and see if why it's not going through. Make sure that there was no errors or whatever. But we'll now that I know that's you, then I'll get that taken care of.
Okay, all right.
Awesome.
It's nice. All right, so I want to drop this screenshot. I did Discord the screenshots proof, right?
As proof.
I mean, the screenshot of this call, this Zoom meeting call we are making, I should draw up it on the ChallengeDac app or on the.
There'll be a challenge. There will be a challenge.
Okay.
Asking you to drop a proof that you were on the call for you to get 25 KCHL. Okay. So just watch out for the challenge.
But I can still drop pictures. My iOS can't make me drop pictures, except it was something I said earlier on. I can only post videos in the comment. Like if you post it as a challenge now, I will have to post the screenshots, you understand, or in the comments section.
Yeah.
You understand? But the same thing I'm still saying is that I can't post pictures except videos. Unless I have to record this I might just record this video.
Okay, what type your username in the chat? Let me take note of you.
Is the Spirit King 12.
Just type it in the chat. 12. Let me just take note. Type it in the chat. Let me take note of you, please.
Okay, all right. It's best I will even try and video it. I'll type it in the chat now. Okay, I'll drop it in the chat.
That's been or that seems like it's more likely that the iOS users have been the ones having issues dropping the screenshot.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's the iOS version.
Yeah.
That's having issues.
I don't think we're having that issue with Android, but that's something that has been the issue we've been having with Apple.
It's only on iOS. I know this. My friend also who is on the ChallengeDac app also had the same issues of not being able to post pictures except videos. And I've dropped my name on the chat in the chat now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll take a look into it. What's going on with your particular account, and that's why the important thing of having these calls is just so people can drop feedback and we can figure out what's going on. So, and then another thing you can do is you can always join if you go to our Telegram and a screenshot on our Telegram, the ChallengeDac Telegram, and put your.
I'm not on ChallengeDac Telegram group. I don't know if someone can send that to me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just message us or whatever on Discord, and if your app's not working, you can't drop a picture, that proof that you were here or whatever, and then we'll hook you up with that 25 CHL, the 25,000 CHL. So yeah, that's probably works best. When you guys are on these calls and you want the reward for being on the call, just screenshot it so you can show that you're there. And then typically we're going to put out a challenge, Willow, asking people to drop their proof that they were here.
Okay.
Is that what you're going to do? You plan on doing that, Willow?
Me?
Yeah, or I think Willow usually does that. So someone on the team will put out a challenge asking people if they were on the call and giving out a reward.
Yeah, I think the challenge master should handle that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, and then if, like we said, if your particular account has issues or whatever, you can always reach out to someone on the team, and then we tried to, Friday, like you and I were talking earlier. I mean, we had been. You reached out to me privately, and I was working on your account. So we have errors sometimes, but we try to get it resolved. But cool. So I think that's everything for this week. And if anyone has anything else, if no one has anything else, we'll go ahead and end it. And we'll see all you guys next week.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on the challenge application too. We'll have, be on the lookout. We're going to have some new challenges. We're going to try to have some bigger rewards, some new stuff. So if you guys are on the application, we're going to try to get more challenges out to you guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys, everyone.